one line to Grenada. Up at here. I'm going to go into the side of. Yeah, up at here.
Give you a nice, you can take pictures from the cave. You get a nice cave picture. You get it up with carnage.
Oh.
Yeah, totally. I mean, sorry, yes, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, man. When I bring forward from there, see, but we used to have police officers calling traffic here before, but the government changed and government decided they need to hire a lot of people that need jobs, so they decided to use them.
So direct traffic.
Look at the church from here. The old tower. The tower is the oldest part of that church. The church was done over, as you see, because it was damaged by Hurricane Ivan in 2004. Right? You see the old tower? That's where the church was, on this side. But the hurricane blew everything down. But the tower alone that remained. You want to walk a bit quick? Sure. Yes, so you see a new church and the old tower. They're trying to incorporate the tower with the new building. So they left it up and they're going to work on it. It'll be a nice finish. Interesting, eh?
Yeah, it is. So that's what they're working on now.
The clock tower. That's what. When I was going to school as a child, I grew up here in town. I didn't have no watch. My parents had no watch or nothing. You have to listen for the clock. Bells. It goes from whole day, whole night, so you know what time it is to wake up.
So every hour it goes off.
Yes. Every hour you would strike 1 hour, 2 o'clock, 2, and stuff like that. And you would know when it's half past. Okay, you make 1 clink. When it's quarter past, you make 3 click, so you will know when it's quarter past.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And this church and the Anglican Church, or the Church of England, was the only two that had clocks. Yes, sir. And the Catholic only recently put on a clock, about 20 years ago. But This church was built in 1638. Yeah, it was.
Alright.
Short of
Hold on.
Peace.
Alright. 1638.
1638.
Yeah, a long time ago. Mr. Smith, morning, sir. Alright. Let's walk up.
Is this the way to the...
We're gonna use here to go to the chocolate museum because we stepped up here already, so we're gonna just use the back steps down. I just want you to take a picture of this probably. That. But the deputy prime minister, his name was Bernard Cole, was a hardcore communist guy. And when he learned that Maurice Bishop was selling out to America, he disbanded the government while Maurice was in Washington. As soon as Maurice returned to the airport, he was arrested at the airport and was taken to his house under house arrest, and he was there for 6 days. Then he said he wanted to speak to the people. So the deputy prime minister said, we're going to give him permission to go to the market square, because back in the days the marketplace was a public meeting place. And there were thousands of people demonstrating. They went to his house where he was arrested. They broke the gate and freed him. And the military came back, stay on the side, within minutes, and taking back from the people, and said they're not going to bring him to the market anymore. They're going to bring him to Fort George up here, because Fort George was then the military headquarters. Well, you know what? We're going to go down here to get to the chocolate house, but I want you to take a picture of where I jumped from October 19th, 1983 as a child. And you're going to relate it to the story about the American invasion in Grenada and why it happened. So, yes, so they moved, they brought him up there, and I was sitting down up there under the telephone post waiting to see or hear him speak. And after waiting for about 25 minutes, look down the hill, 2 Russian-made armored vehicles rolled up and just started blasting the fort. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So people start running and jumping those cliffs to their deaths. Some people break their neck. Yeah. When I jumped, there was dead people lying on the ground. So, okay, this is this place I jumped from, that wall here. I had to jump down.
You jumped from this wall down here?
Yeah, let me show you my head from that same thing. All of that.
Oh wow.
Yes, I was only 15 years old. And by the way, Clint Eastwood did a movie, so I'm glad you're here to take a picture of this, and you're relate it to the movie Heartbreak Ridge. You seen that movie yet?
No.
Look at it when you go up. Heartbreak Ridge. It has to do with that same massacre there, October 19th, 1982.
Wow.
So you have to relate that to that story.
That is a huge jump for anybody to make.
Man, there were
especially
hundreds of people jumping, because there were thousands of people up there just running back because they're shooting. And at the end of the day, 152 people got killed.
Wow.
That's why I always love America, because Reagan saved us from this brutal massacre. And right after that, we 6 months after that, we had elections again, and we regained democracy.
Wow.
Well, let me tell you who. There's a chef here, a woman that teaches to do food, cooking and stuff. How long you have here again? She's one of the best cooks for oil down in Grenada. Dana's Tasty Food. How long are you here for again?
I leave the end of next week.
Yeah, well, you know what it is? You before you leave town, you're gonna eat in town or something. I could take you by Dana's, let you meet you and talk to you.
I would like that.
You know what flower this is?
The hibiscus.
Alright, good. A lot of tourists don't know it's a flower. Sometimes it's good to show everybody.
It grows in my country.
Okay, so this is a cinnamon tree right here. I'm going to take a piece of the back for you to see how it get some answer.